going, guys? This is Ozzy from Wanderlust Syndrome, where I provide unique views, advice, and stories for you, the passage traveler. Today, my family and we are in Fairbanks, Alaska. We just got here last night. It was a long flight from North Carolina to Alaska. We made it. We're here. We stayed at this little cute cottage out in Fairbanks, and we're going to eat some breakfast. The game plan today for this first full day of Alaska is we're going to go to Healy to Denali, hike around Denali. I don't know how much hiking we're going to do, but I hope it's going to be a lot of hiking. I can't wait. I'm excited. My family's excited. This is a trip we've been waiting for quite a while. I wanted to do this last year, but we wanted to do it this year because it was better and circumstances happened from last year. We're going to eat some big breakfast, and the place that we're staying at, it's a little resort. I'll have to go find the name because we only stayed here for one night, so let me get the name of that. So the name of this place is called River Edge Resort. It's a little cute place out in Fairbanks if you're interested in coming out. It's got these little cottages that you can come in, visit. The prices are pretty reasonable from what I've seen. We only stay here for one night, but we're going to leave after we eat breakfast and go out and stay at another place. So we're going to go out and have some fun. So let's do this. It's really good to know that continental breakfast, hot continental breakfast, is returning back after last year of the craziness called the pandemic. So it's good to have some warm breakfast before we go out to our hike. Alright, so after eating a long breakfast and having a nice conversation from a family from Arkansas, we finally got out of the restaurant. It was a great breakfast. As I said before, it's great to see that hotels are giving continental breakfast. If you decide to come out here to this little nice area in Alaska, in Fairbanks, Alaska, breakfast is $7.95 for continental. With that means you get just cold stuff, cereals, and the basics, but it's $12.95 for the hot continental breakfast with eggs, bacon, hot oatmeal. It was worth it. It's definitely nice. Yes, it might sound pretty pricey at first, but it's a good deal as you don't have to go out and search for a restaurant to eat, which you would probably pay more if you do, especially this time of the season when many people, particularly Americans, come to Alaska during the summer, especially if you're from the south like I am, to escape the heat for a bit. So you come out here. The weather is nice during this time of the season, and you know it's going to be very popular. So you're going to have a lot of restaurants with high prices when it comes to restaurants. So this place is a good place to eat a good breakfast. This is the car we are renting right now, and it's a nice car. It's a Kia. The renting process here in Alaska is kind of weird. It's the weirdest I've ever experienced, and I've rented a bunch of cars throughout the world, and it's crazy here what you gotta do. I don't know, it's just weird. I'll do a video explaining it, what you need to do, what you need to see, what you need to take into account when renting a car in Alaska. It is the weirdest I've ever experienced in my entire car rental career. Alright, so we're on the road from Fairbanks. We're going down to Anchorage.
We're going to Healy today.
Alright, so we're going down to Healy from Fairbanks. We're going to see Denali. We're on the road. The cool thing about driving from from Fairbanks to Healy is you can see a lot of beautiful landscape of Alaska. It's very, the nature is here. It's very beautiful, and we're fortunate that the weather is gorgeous today. Yeah, exactly. So it's really amazing to see Alaska while driving, and the roads are clear, like hardly anybody's on here, so we're just driving. After driving for about over an hour, we decided to take a rest stop, and Alaska has very interesting rest stops here. As you can see back there, that's the restroom, but it's different because in a typical rest stop in the United States, you actually got a place that has it's big, there's vending machines, and you can go inside and there's clean bathrooms, I guess you could say. But here it's just this small shack behind me that's a restroom, that's a rest stop, and I just thought that was very interesting as we make a stop. So that's just a thing wanted to point that out.
It's the swankiest porta potty I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah, it's a glorified porta potty, as he said. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind when you come out here to Alaska. Yep, we're stopping here to pick up some items. Right now, we're stopping at the Three Bears, Alaska, which is a little grocery store on our way to Denali. So that's where we're going to pick up some snacks and some extra stuff along the way before we go to Denali. So let's go in. Come on. A lot of good jerky in Alaska. A lot of good jerky.
Those look good.
Mm-hmm.
The teriyaki ones.
No, just let go.
Yeah. Pricey though.
Here. These ones are on sale.
This one's on sale. That's a good deal for jerky, teriyaki.
Yeah.
But sticks, like beef jerkies, beef jerky.
Okay, so it's a lot of shrimp chips. Zoe would go through those in about 45 seconds.
All right, so we made it out here to Denali. We're in Healy right now. We just stopped at our hotel that we're gonna stay for 2 nights. It's called the Denali Park Hotel. It's a little quaint hotel, kind of outdoors. You can't just leave trash anywhere because of where we're sitting. There's a lot of animals that you can attract, so we have to be very careful that we don't leave our trash outside and we keep everything inside until we leave or throw it in a dumpster. But it's a nice little hotel with great scenery, as you will see, and it's a really nice one. We came here early because we saw that it was raining, and fortunately, they had our room prepared, so we checked in early and we're unpacking and we're going to decide what we're going to do next. if we're gonna go Denali, attempt it, or just hang around, relax, and chill. But either or, we're going to have a plan and go with it if we can. So that's the gameplay right now. We're just gonna chill until we figure out what we're gonna do and go for it from there. Alright, so we're here at the Denali National Park. We decided to do the hiking regardless of the weather. We're gonna do some simple hikes, about 1, maybe 3 miles, but we're gonna keep it simple and enjoy this park area, which is pretty cool. So we're at the Sled Dogs, and if you've seen my Finland video in which I went to a place like that in Finland, this is similar in here in Alaska, down in Denali National Park. So as you can see here, you can hear the dogs barking, and it's really pretty cool to see these dogs here. They're well taken care of, and they are trained to sled people, as you know. So we're here, we're gonna check it out and take a look.
What the heck are you doing? They're wrestling.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, right.
Coming to parks like these, it's both a blessing and a curse at the same time. My dog, who I love very much, she was my first dog. Her name was Thea. She was a golden husky, which is a mixture between a golden retriever and a husky. She passed away in 2019. I miss her very much, and every time I come to these places, I'm just reminded of her and how much I miss her as my first dog, as a dog owner. And it's just refreshing to come here, but at the same time it just puts me a little heavy-hearted and trying to make me wish that she was still here. Alright, so after exploring a little bit of Denali, it was really cool. We're gonna come back later on to explore and hike and see more of Denali. Right now we're about a little tired and it's about dinner time. We stopped at this awesome restaurant called 49 State. So we're gonna see what it's all about. For me, get some beers and just relax and call it a night after this. Scenery is gorgeous, as I will show you. Alaska is pretty awesome. I love this state. This is an awesome state. I wouldn't live here because I can't stand the cold, but I would visit here again and again. Yeah, people are hungry and lining up to eat. I don't blame them. Alright, so behind me is the restaurant. It looks like it makes barbecue, and being from North Carolina and a big barbecue fan, I am very excited. I love barbecue very much, so I can't wait. It smells good, whatever they're cooking. I can't wait to try it, as well as the beer, so I'm really excited for this place. It doesn't open up until 4 p.m. or 1600 for some of you who use military time, but it smells really good. I can't wait for this place to open up. There's a line right now, as you saw before. People are hungry. People want to go on this place. I heard this place from the hotel we're staying at, the Denali Park Hotel. The front receptionist told us about this place, and we had to go. So we're here. We're coming here. We're going to explore. Also, if you're coming out here, it's only open. Well, if you're coming out to Alaska, for that to say, it's only open, or it closes Tuesdays and Thursdays. So make sure you time accordingly so you can get here when this place opens up. Yep. This is what I'm getting. The yak burger. Never had yak before. It looks delicious, and it's locally grown here in Alaska. So they have their own yaks, their own yak farms, and they make them, and it's fresh and it looks delicious. So I've never had yak before, as I said before. I'm gonna get this, and I'm looking forward to it. My beer. So I got the Solstice IPA, very citrusy. Love IPAs. So cheers. Yeah, this is good. There it is. This is the yak burger. I'm gonna dive deep into it. Here I go. Dessert is in the house.
Thank you.
I have my weapons.
This looks delicious. Just found out that this movie, or this bus, was from the movie Into the Wild. I guess it's a real life story about a guy who got lost in the wilderness in Denali and managed to find this bus. This is not the exact bus that was where he was living in. The actual bus that he was living in is at the University of Fairbanks, but he managed to survive for a bit, and I guess no one found him. I'm gonna watch the movie because I just found out about this. I thought this bus was just here because the restaurant was trying to stand out, but I guess some guy in 1992 got lost and managed to find the bus and live for long enough, but unfortunately he didn't make it from what I hear. So I'm on the bus right now of Into the Wild, where the guy named Alex, who I just found today, was the reason why this bus is here. This is the movie set bus. The actual bus, as I said before, is actually at the University of Fairbanks. It's amazing how much you learn just from not knowing anything, but inside you can see how rough it was and is, and yeah, it's crazy.
What is that thing that when he was doing that?
Today was an amazing day out here in Denali National Park. We got a little taste of it today. It was phenomenal seeing the sled dogs hiking up part of the mountains. It's an awesome thing to do. We ate a great meal, great dinner at 49th State Brewery. Awesome place. The place is, whew, if you get an opportunity to go out there, I recommend that you do so and try some of their beers if you drink alcohol. It's been a fun day out here. I hope to continue to do this later on. Hey guys, it's Ozzy from Wanderlust Syndrome. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and share these videos. They help tremendously. Also comment down below with whatever questions, comments, or suggestions you might have. Also, follow me on my social media pages on Instagram and on my personal website, www.wanderlustsyndrome.com. Both links will be posted down below in the description, so check me out, and I hope you guys have a marvelous time and hope you guys travel the world just like I am.